All right, and we are back to the channel where we talk about everything U.S. markets, U.S. headlines, and we promise we won't bore you to death. That's one thing, okay? So it's not like today the Dow Jones. No, we're gonna have a little bit of fun. It's gonna be interesting, and at the same time, it's gonna be educational. Why would you watch this? What are you gonna get out of this? Well, you're gonna learn about the headlines, so you don't have to take the time to go through them yourself. You're also gonna learn about some of the companies that are in the headlines, and we're gonna break them down here on TradingView. We'll show you some of the ins and outs about some of the chart patterns, some of the indicators, some of the earnings, the revenues. We'll do a deep dive into that. Not a deep dive, but we'll cover some of the basics. And if you have questions, you can ask. Again, we'll also talk about some of the major headlines. Just a little brief introduction. My name is James. I'm from the U.S. I'm from the Midwest. And there wasn't a whole lot going on in the Midwest except for farming and sports, and I wasn't good at either one of those. So, but I did have an affinity for the numbers, and I took that affinity for numbers into engineering. So I went into engineering, and it was chart patterns, it was analysis, it was data, it was numbers, etc., which is how I kind of got my curiosity about the markets, and so that's where that came from, and. So naturally, I have a little bit of an affinity for the tech side, the healthcare side, stuff like that. But I'm just, I was curious enough to start learning. And back then, we didn't have all the information at our fingertips like we do now. So nowadays, it's much easier with technology just to learn about a company or look at what it's doing. So there's that. But again, why would you watch this? Because if you want to learn, have fun about not only the headlines, but also some of the chart patterns, some of the basics behind some of the indicators as well. That's what's in store, and it's going to be entertaining, and if you're wondering like why the orange glasses, right? What are these orange glasses for? Well, these are to help block some of the blue light, because the blue light, sometimes if you stare at a computer too long or looking at your phone or screen too long, the blue light can give you some headaches, and it can also cause some eye strain, uncomfortable. So these do block a lot of the blue light, so yeah, it feels better. But they're not crazy sunglasses, no, but that's that. Some of the headlines that we're gonna look at, just to, again, have a brief update. Oracle cutting thousands in the latest layoff round. Again, their stock is down 25% this year, dropping more than most of the tech caps. Also, Microsoft, we'll talk about Microsoft, closes the worst quarter on Wall Street since 2008 on AI concerns. We'll talk about them. Also, software side, the stocks like Adobe, Atlassian, and ServiceNow are down 30% this year, basically getting pummeled by AI. Also, we'll talk a little bit about the precious metals, silver and gold. Silver just had its worst month in 15 years. They dropped 19.7% this past month as investors took a lot of profits. We'll talk more about that. Also, we'll get into a little bit of the gold, etc. This dude looks like someone that... Gary. Let's see. iBase trades on when BlackRock shows up to my work to speak with it. Got it. Good vibes. Welcome to the channel. Dun, dun, dun. All right. And yes, you get this dude, like, you can tell by the glasses, right? Anyway, we'll brief you on silver and gold as well. We'll also get into some of the miners as well, and we'll see how the oil price correlates with the metals price and the miners price all at the same time. And having said that, we'll update about oil as well, as the price just plunged below 100. And we'll also give you an update. Dun, dun, dun. Jerry, greetings and welcome. Everything U.S. markets, U.S. headlines. And let me, here we go. Also, we'll talk a little bit about Unilever. Unilever actually is just selling most of its food business to McCormick for a $15.7 billion deal. There's a lot of things that don't make sense sometimes. I'm trying to make a joke out of it, but there's a lot of things that don't make sense. I will say that. And also, I don't have the answers for everything. So that might surprise you, but for example, that question, actually, if you send me a message, contact me, I can go more in depth on that. But for 1 second. Also, there's Unilever. We'll also talk about Delta. Why Delta? Because Delta is partnering with Amazon. Amazon Leo. Leo means low Earth orbit. That's their Amazon Leo program, and they're going to partner with them for flight Wi-Fi, offering satellite Wi-Fi. We'll talk about those companies. Also, if you're looking at the chips, TSMC, Taiwan Semiconductor plans a 3-nanometer chip production launch in Japan. If you're wondering, this is not a script. This is my own notes. As you can see, I take copious amounts of notes every day to give you the best headlines, okay? Yeah, they plan a 3-nanometer chip production launch in Japan. That's going to start in 2028. Also, another update about Microsoft. They are on track to invest $5.5 billion into Singapore, their cloud and AI infrastructure by 2029. Yeah, dun, dun, dun. Also, NVIDIA stock tanked 7.6% last quarter. We'll talk a little bit about that and what that could mean. Jake, greetings. Hello, hello. Carlos, welcome to the channel. Everything U.S. markets, U.S. headlines. And we're going to break down some of the companies on TradingView. And we're not only educational, but we're a little bit entertaining as well. We try to be. Anyway, we won't bore you to death. So there's that. All right, first one. Dun, dun, dun. All right, here we go. Here we go. Okay. First one I got here is Oracle. Oracle, here we go. Where's my Oracle? Right here, yeah. So headline is Oracle. Right here, if you look behind me, if you can see the screen behind me. Let's see, ONDS. For example, we can take a look at that. JG, what I can do for you is I can break that one down here on TradingView a little bit. Again, this is an educational channel, so I can't. The algorithm, if I give you my thoughts on it, the algorithm will pick it up as a recommendation or a suggestion, and they'll ding the channel, maybe even restrict it. So I break it down here on TradingView for you, and then if you want my personal thoughts or insights or whatever, you have to actually contact me outside of the stream. For that. I know that's not the answer you want, but that's the one I have to give because that's how the platform works. So sorry. But yeah. Anyway, here we go. I'll do my best for you here. And if you want, you have the other option as well. I'm just giving you that. So here we go. ONDS, for those of you not familiar with it, we've got a request for this. Engages in the development, marketing, and sale of wireless radio systems for secure, wide area mission critical business to business networks. It operates through the Ondas networks and Ondas. Okay, here we go. Why not? Oh, one thing I want you to notice right now, for example, is when you're looking at this chart pattern right here, I will introduce you very quickly. It's all good. Thanks, man. Thanks for understanding. Let's see, Stumpy. Like turtles, yes. Slow and steady wins the race, right, Stumpy? Okay. RSI, relative strength index, just a quick intro right there. There's the that's the 70 line, that's the overbought. Here's the 30 line, oversold. Again, those are just guides because we all know that those can go way overbought, way oversold before they market correct. So I'm just throwing that out there. And then right here, this is the very neutral area, 40 to 55, etc. in there. And what I want you to see right there is that also here, if you look at the price chart, as I zoom this out, you'll see in the neutral area, you have that's where it consolidates right here. See that? If you look at the price chart, you basically have the hidden ceiling, hidden floor. You can call it resistance, support, whatever. Make money and make money. Brody, put it all in on 17. The humor is not lost on me. Yes. Make money and take it. Let's see. Yeah, this is an educational channel. So again, if you have a ticker, just feel free to drop it in the comments. I'm looking at Ondas right now. There's your consolidation pattern right there. Also, look at the moving average convergence divergence. That's your MACD. You see how it runs parallel right there during the consolidation. And also during the consolidation phase, I just want you to notice right here, you have less than normal trade volume because there's not much price action. Just to check that out. And then right here, I want you to notice, for example, just to give you again a quick simplistic version. The MACD, the blue line, when it crosses the orange line, like right there, you're going to see it crossing down. That's when your chart pattern is going to go down like it does there. And then the same thing in reverse when it crosses going up. Hold on. When it crosses going up, like right there, crosses going up, you'll see the price chart move up like it does right there. Again, that's a super simplified explanation, but it is what it is. If you want more information on that, just let me know. Trey, greetings and hello. Jake Pope. Let's see, Crypto Guardian. Right now, this is an educational channel, and I'm just breaking down some of the companies that are in the news, the headlines, everything U.S. markets, and we're looking at owned us right now because we had a request for it. So basically just showing you some of the charts and the insights on that. Hey, now let's keep it friendly. If somebody likes crypto, it's okay. Anyway, there's that. It seems like a decent. Let's see. Let's see, Lucian. I hope that's a smiley face. Sorry if I'm boring you. All right. If I'm boring you, my apologies. I'll try to make it more interesting and fun. Okay, here we go. Let's spread this out right here. If you're looking for a quick chart pattern, here's one right here. Bang, jumps out at me right here. Here's your head right there. Left shoulder, right shoulder, and then your neckline right there. And then here we go. Let's see if I can get another one real quick so that I don't bore everybody on the channel. Dun, dun, dun. Yes. Let's see, Crypto Guardian. I'll take a look at the BTC chart next. Thanks for the question. If that's what you want me to do, no problem. I can look at that. Dun, dun, dun. And then again, zoom in, zoom out. You'll get more of these coming in. Change it. There we go. Basically here, if you and adjust the timing. Right now my timing is on 1 day. Here's your head, left shoulder, right shoulder, kind of a diagonal neckline right there, and dun. Okay, on this, let's go over here to the fundamentals. That's enough for that. We'll see more chart patterns later on. Okay, bring this down here, and here we go on this. Okay, volume right now is at 9.57 million. Market cap is at 4.21 billion. Then I'm thinking is good. We'll track every cent. Oh, well, I mean, in regards to tracking every cent, that part, yeah, there's probably something to that for sure. No disagreement with that. But again, if someone that likes crypto, I think it's okay. We don't need to put them down for that. Everybody can have their own, keep it friendly. Okay, here we go. On the earnings side, quarterly, Q4, wow, very negative and really missed the expectations. Q3 beat the expectations. It was less negative than it was supposed to be. Q2 equaled expectations annually right here. For example, 2025. For the year, 2025 missed the expectations because it was more negative than it should have been. Same thing with 2024 and 2023. Much more negative than it was expected to be. On this, here we go on the revenue, profit, and income side of it. Yeah, 2025, my God, it was all red and negative except for total revenue and gross profit. 2024, actually, yeah, okay, operating income was good and net income was good, but the revenue and gross profit were both negative. 2023 was the best year overall. Good total revenue, good gross profit. Let's see, operating income and net income. Okay, there's that. I know that doesn't really, you wanted me to go into that more, but if you want more insights or questions about OwnDis, just contact me directly if you want. I'm not putting anyone down. Just JG, I appreciate you trying to keep it friendly. Okay, and also somebody asked me about BTC. Here's BTC. You're not investing. You're offering your vote as a sacrifice. Oh, actually, Rich, this is an educational channel. Okay. Again, we're just going through some of the headlines, and we're also breaking them down here on TradingView, for example. Yeah. So again, this is just a fun educational channel. Here's Bitcoin right now, as you can see, 62 or 68 to 11 right now. And actually, yeah, there was a slight, as you can tell, there was a slight correction right here, or not correction, but a slight rebound. I'm sorry. And yeah, you can also see that in the RSI right there. Now let's adjust this. Dun, dun, dun. Again, you can kind of see if you adjust this. There we go. There's a nice little, for example, here's your head right here, and then here's your left shoulder, and then your right shoulder, and then there's your neckline, and there's your drop right there. And if we bring this back out, bum, bum, bum. Yeah, here we go. Again, adjust this a little bit. You'll be able to see this nice head and shoulders appear right there. Here we go. Here's your head, left shoulder, right shoulder. Yeah, and that, again, this is not a Head and Shoulders commercial, not a shampoo commercial. I don't make the names. That's just what it's called. Yeah, there's that drop right there. And then, yeah. So yeah, right now it's at 68231 for the person that asked. And let's move on. We can come back to that if you want, but there's Oracle. I was going to give you the headlines. Oracle cutting back right now with the layoffs as continues to ramp AI spending. For example, it employs 162,000 in May 2025, and its stock is down 25% this year, dropping more than all the tech mega caps. Cutting 20 to 30,000 employees could lead to $8 to $10 billion in free cash flow. There's that. Yeah, DeLong, welcome. If you have a question or a ticker or a headline, just put it in the comments. Also, let's take a look here at Oracle then. Oracle. Yes. Companies like Tyson, I don't buy anything from these companies. Got it. I don't have money for food in my house. I get $10, I will return you back. I have got it. And then right here, for example, yes, Nimaran Parkland, gold, oil. Yes, we'll get into those. Okay, we'll get there. I actually really enjoy looking at the gold, the oil, the precious metals, etc. So we'll get there too. Be it matter what undervalued. Okay, let's all put it's all put in one basket. Z Fish, good humor. You could do it anywhere in life. It's just okay. We're on the same boat. If it don't, we sink. Okay, here we go. Here's Oracle. Dun dun dun. All right. Now, restructuring time for. Let's see. Again, they just actually, what was it? Stock is down 25% this year. Yeah, look at this chart. Not the greatest chart you've ever seen. Right now, looking right here, the RSI just corrected. Right now it's sitting at 45, very, very neutral. Let me circle that. And if I push this up, you can see it's not correction, I'm sorry. The small rebound right here, small rebound. And right now you can see the trade volume is down because it's not consolidating, but very close to it. As you can see right here, kind of a hidden ceiling, a hidden floor right there. Yes. And let me see it. And you can see what the exactly the MACD is running parallel right there. And then right here, dun dun dun, pull this over here. Spread this out. Let's see if I can get a better one for you. Right here, let me see if, yes, here's a better one. If I zoom in, spread this out, here's your, here we go. Yeah, here's your kind of diagonal neckline chart pattern right there. Bang, to push that chart down. And then, Ami, hello, greetings, Lottie, hello. Daniel Tomlin, welcome. Mr. Silk, greetings, welcome to the channel. Dun, dun, dun. Epic, welcome, thanks for the share, I appreciate it. And yeah, go again. Welcome. Everything U.S. markets, U.S. headline. If you have a question about a ticker, just drop it, let me know. And let me move on here. Okay, here's this. Let's see if I can give you one more ticker or one more pattern. Yeah, for example, here's another one we talked about a lot. Here's your double bottom. They both come down to the same point. Bottoms out right there. And then here's your, even on the double bottom, there is the, for example, here's the neckline on the double bottom right here. And then bang, it jumps out right there. Yep. And okay, that's enough with Oracle. We can keep on moving. Let's see, I'll give you more chart patterns. Have a great day. Okay, let's see. Have a great day, sub, and I'd like to help you go. Cool, cool. JG, thank you very much. I appreciate the nice comments. Give me a little, let's see. And take care of yourself. Yes. Z Fish, good vibes, good vibes. Until government needed to. Yeah. Got it. We're in the same boat. Cool. All right, done. Here we go. Let me see if I can get you one more before I go on. Here is this. Here's this right here. Okay, yeah, this looks, Here we go. Here's your reverse. We talked about the head and shoulders on top. Reverse that boosts it the other way, just like this. Bang, right, just like that. Here we go. Boost it the other way. Yeah. And then here we go. Anyway, that's enough on this. I'll be able to show you more on the other tickers as well. Let's go on. If you have questions about more chart patterns, just ask. Let's keep it moving. Dun. Back here. Here's Oracle again. They're in the news for all the wrong reasons. Volume right now is at 2.8 million. Market cap is at 420 billion. And then right here, dun. Quarterly. Okay, let's go to the earnings. Dun. And great. For example, let's go right here. Quarterly. Yes, quarterly Q3 beat the expectations, as you can see. Again, if you're watching from home, this is the earnings on TradingView. Ted, Cody Thompson, Safas, greetings and welcome. Daniel, welcome. Everything U.S. markets. If you have a question about a ticker, just drop it in the comments and say hello. Rico, Nanj, Errol Gordon, Nate. Okay, again, the purple line is what was actually recorded on the earnings. The gray line is what was projected or expected. Be happy. I love that name. Welcome, Luce. Okay, Q2 and Q1. Okay, Q1 missed the expectations, but Q2 and Q3 beat it. Annually, right here, 2024, 2023, 2022. Okay, 2022 and 2024 beat the annual expectations for earnings. 2023 missed it. And let's see how that correlates to the revenue and profits and income. So 2023 missed it, interestingly enough. And even though 2023 missed it, they still have very good revenue, profit, and income. Interestingly, 22 beat the earnings expectations, and they have negative operating income. So actually, the last 3 years were pretty good for everything except for the negative operating income in 2022. Revenue, profit, income was pretty good. And that's Oracle. Let's keep it moving. Let's go on here to Microsoft. That's one of the ones that's also in the headlines. Dun. Let's see. Post new investment question. Ryan, FTC. Good vibes, man. Good vibes. Let's see. Tracy, hello. Sambo. Welcome. Ika Ryan, hello. Everything U.S. markets and U.S. headlines. We're also going to get into some of the precious metals, some of the oil, some of the energy, etc. That's all coming up. So stay tuned for that. And we got TMC and some NVIDIA coming up as well. Can't go without those. Okay, Microsoft closes the worst quarter on Wall Street since 2008 on AI concerns. Oh my God. Okay, so for example, let's see. They lost almost one fourth of its value in the first 3 months of the year. It's the steepest quarterly drop since 2008 financial crisis. Again, I'm not reading a script. This is my notes. And the stock plunged 23% in the first quarter. Microsoft remains dominant in the workplace productivity software and through the Windows operating system. And for example, its Copilot, Microsoft's AI assistant, has yet to show a lot of traction yet, as users still like to go to services like Google, OpenAI, and Anthropic. Yes, we're at the top. Yes, actually, Greener, good, very good question. I like that. Let's see, what are the top 6? And Hassan, got it. I got you. Hassan and Greener, good questions. On this platform, on this live stream, what I can do is I can look on TradingView and break them down for you. Here are, if you have a couple questions about tickers, but if you want specific thoughts about recommendations or suggestions or insights like that, we have to talk outside the live stream. That's why I put my contact right behind me. If you want, if you don't want, that's okay too. I understand. But the algorithm on the channel will ding me, even restrict me if I even think about recommendations or suggestions. That's why I keep it strictly educational, informational here. And then if you want to speak further, it has to be out. So for example, yeah, that's that. Okay. Anyway, that's that. That's just how the algorithm works. I don't make the rules on the algorithm. That's just how it works. So yeah, it has to be like that, because otherwise I'll get restricted, because then it becomes a sales channel, and this is not a sales channel. So that's anyway. This is a little bit about Oracle. Now let's move here to Microsoft. I know that's not the answer you're looking for, but that's just the way it is. Sorry about that. Do the best I can with the technology. Yeah. The algorithm will pick it up as sales or recommendations, and then it'll ding the channel. So here we go. Microsoft right now, again, they're sliding. Let's take a look at them right now. As you can see, boom. Okay, RSI actually rebounded. It was at 22. Now it's jumped up here to 37, and you can see that right here in the price chart as well. There's a little bit of a rebound here, and that correlates with the RSI. Yes, I have got it. Hassan, well, again, I'll update you with some of the news headlines. What was it last week? You're talking about some of the Mag 7s. You got Google, you got Apple, and let's see, the Mag 7s together last week lost collectively 850 billion over the past week. Again, if you want me to break down one of those on TradingView, I can. If you want more insights on that, again, it has to be off the live stream. But again, just choose one of those, and I can break it down for you if you want. So yeah. Okay, here's Microsoft. If you want, again, everything's an option. Here we go. Zoom in, zoom out, and these things will appear. They're not always easy to find, but sometimes, yeah, here we go. Here's another one right here. Here's your head, left shoulder, right shoulder. This has got a nice shoulder neckline right there. You can see it pretty easily. There's that, and then coming right over here. Let's go over here, Again, sometimes they break out, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they just pattern and then don't break out. Let's see if zoom in, zoom out. Again, right here. Yes. Here we go. Here's your neck. Here's your head, and right there, neck. There's your shoulder, right there, and neckline, and the breakout right there. And that causes it to go up, as you can see right there. Again, we can do more of these if you like. Okay, oh, here's an interesting one. This one has a nice breakout right here. For example, here's your head, left shoulder, right shoulder, slanted neckline, and then there's your breakout right there. Again, and then right over here, this one, you zoom out on this, here it goes the other way. Here's the opposite one right there, and then there's that one right there. Hold on a sec. H&S, I subscribe. I'll reach out to you soon. I feel like my Edward Jones guy is not doing anything all they want to is commit. Hassan, yeah, your subtle humor is not lost on me. I appreciate it. Let's see. Good. Thanks for subscribing, and yeah, feel free to reach out anytime. No worries on that. I understand. Take it easy. And yeah, take the commission and forget about the customer. Yeah. I get it. I know what you mean. Yeah. And yeah, thank you very much for the good vibes and the like. Yeah, let's keep moving. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. Right there it is. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah. And right now, let's see, as you can tell, the volume is down, not as much volume as normal, but volume is at 6.7 million. Market cap is at 2.75 trillion. And right now, let's go here to the earnings side quarterly. Q2, Q1, and Q4 all beat earnings expectations. And let's see. Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry, I missed your message. Polly, greetings and welcome. Albert, hello. Mia, Wisha, welcome to the channel. Everything U.S. markets, U.S. headlines. Sonic, gas up again. Buy gas, Saudi government gas company. Yes, let's see. See, Sonic, yes. Boom, boom, boom. Hello, Jake. Hello, Jay. Jay, I got you. CLBT. Okay, for example, CLBT. No problem with that. And then here we go. Let's see. Tracy, greetings, welcome. Texaco Oil Company from Saudi Arabia, okay. And greetings, Ralph. All right, here we go. Starbucks is going to definitely rise by Starbucks. Okay, got it. Yes. Yeah, if you have a ticker, let me know. Again, this is not a sales channel, it's an educational channel. So if you want me to analyze a ticker, that's it. Good vibes, yes. Lucky on Starbucks, it's gonna go to the moon. Okay. Earnings wise, annually right here, 2025 beat the expectations. 2024 missed it. 2023 also beat it. So 2023 and 2025. Let's see how that works with the. Let's see, 2023. Actually, all 3 years. Revenue, profit, income, all good except for the net income on 2023. It doesn't always work out that way, but this time it did. There we go. Now that's Microsoft. Again, if you have more questions on that, just reach out. One of the ones I was going to show you here at Microsoft, it talked about how some of the software stocks are also getting pummeled right now. Ones like Adobe, Atlassian, and ServiceNow. That's what I was going to take a look at one of those. For example, let's do ServiceNow. ServiceNow. Here we go. Tracy, hello. And CLBT. Actually, I'll do CLBT right now, Jay, since you wanted that. No problem. Let's see. Let me do that first. CLBT. Celebrate. Okay, this is for you, Jay. Here we go. Celebrate. For those of you, it is engages in the provision of digital investigative solutions for the public and private sectors, empowering organizations in mastering the complexities of legally sanctioned digital investigations by streamlining intelligence processes. Okay, here you go, Jay. Right now, as you can see, looking here at the RSI, sitting here at about 45, very neutral. And you can see it's been almost in the consolidation phase right there. Here we go. You can see that right here. Basically, yes, the ceiling, the floor. And then let's go over here and find a couple of chart patterns. And 1 second right here. Rich 123 in your dreams. Well. Okay, here we go. Break this one down right here. as you can see right here. Bum, bum, bum. Here's your head, here's your left shoulder, here's your right shoulder, and here's your breakout point, bang, going down right there. And then also, let me push right over here. Here's another one for you, dun, dun, dun. Here's your head, left shoulder, right shoulder, boom, there's that one, and then there's the breakout as well. Okay, let me, again, adjust this back. Here we go. Dun, dun, dun. And here let me give you another one. Sometimes you gotta kind of have a creative eye on this stuff. They don't just always jump out easily. But yeah, here's an interesting one. Yeah. For example, here, basically your double bottom, they both go down to the same point, and here's your neckline on the double bottom, okay? There's that, dun, dun, dun. And Ra, hello. Birchchild, greetings and welcome. White Plaus, hello, greetings. And let's see. Jay, we're doing your CLBT Celebrate right now. Here we go. Here's another example of a double bottom, and it does what it's supposed to do. There's your neckline, and it keeps going up like that. Give me some tips for absolute. BZ, CLK. Okay, got it right here. I'll make a note of that. Got it. And then Mike, who cheese, Harry. Give me some tips for absolute beginners. Keep learning, keep growing. Don't just throw money at something because you heard it was a good thing to do. You're in the right place. If you're basic and you're beginning, just keep listening, keep reading, and keep growing. If you want extra educational materials, like there's many other good YouTube channels out there, many other good books out there, places to get information. There's many other channels besides this one that are also good. And Mike, who cheese Harry, if you, for example, if you're into the metals or if you're into stuff like that, there's a guy, Andy Sheckman. He's got a great YouTube channel, done some great interviews about some of the insights about the metals and how they correlate with different things, if that's something you're interested in. Otherwise, there's other things. I just don't know what you're looking for. You can also, again, you can ask me a ticker if you want. I can break down a ticker for you. Or you can also, let's see, after liquidity, let's see. Again, good question, Figo, but that's something, for example, that I'm not going to do right here in this stream. Again, thoughts on that. If you want to speak more specifically about that, contact me directly, but for this stream, that's not something I'm going to handle right now. If you want, again, choice is yours, yeah. Okay, here's Celebrate right now, dun, dun, dun. Here's this. And if you're looking for one more chart pattern, here is your bum, bum, bum. Here's your reverse, left shoulder, right shoulder, and there's your breakout right there. Okay, let's go over here to some of the fundamentals. Dun, dun, dun. Got it right here. Bum, bum. And you can see, again, correlation right here. Dun, dun, dun. Here's your trade volume. Again, goes with more price action, like right there and right there. Right now, volume is at 170,000. Market cap is at 3.4 billion. Jay, this one's for you. Run to Fitness, hello. And let's go right here to the earnings right here. Dun, dun, dun. Maybe financially. Got it. Well, I'm glad it worked out for you. Thanks for sharing. Could you please suggest some good books? And thank you for answering my question. Okay, Mike, who's cheese Harry? Got it. Just send me a message. Feel free to contact me. I'll give you some other YouTube links and some books. No problem. But that's what that's for. If you want. Yeah. Okay. Quarterly. Looking at Celebrate right now. Let's see. Q4 is at Q4 missed the expectations, and Q3 missed it also, and Q2 actually equaled it. But let's go look at annually right here. 2025. Here we go. Missed the expectations overall. 2024 also missed the expectations. It was more negative than it should have been. 2023, the same thing. So annual earnings weren't what they should have been, or weren't what they were expected to be. Jake Pope, hello, greetings. And let's see, here we go. Let's see how that correlates right here. So even though the earnings, the earnings weren't that great, but actually the revenue, the profits, and the income, all 3 years, revenue, those are pretty good actually. It was the net income that suffered the most in 2023 and 2024. However, 2025, for Celebrate, Jay, hopefully this information was at least useful or helpful for you. Anyway, there's that. All right, let's go back here to what we're looking at. ServiceNow, because they're one of the software stocks that's getting pummeled. And as you can see, that's not the best. Not the best chart right there. Let's see. Figo, thank you very much. Good vibes to you too. Thanks for saying hello. And Mike, again, if you want more information, just reach out and let me know. Okay, right here, ServiceNow. Right here. Again, why do I say just use the RSI as a guide? Because look, it goes way overbought, way oversold before it ever market corrects. See down there, bang, and then right here. Yes, and let's see, 938 Yada. Hello. Frey, greetings. Starman, hello. And then right now the RSI just rebounded and you're sitting at 41, 42, getting back in close to the neutral area. And it's, okay, here we go. Here's a nice little pattern. Zoom this out and you can kind of see a very small one forming here. Yes, right there, bang. And then also here's your double bottom. So you come down to the same point, there's your neckline double bottom, and there's your breakout right there. Very, very small, but there it is. And here we go. Interesting how this works. Okay, zoom in, zoom out, take a look back, adjust it. And here we go. Okay, again, adjust the pattern, see what comes out. And for example, right here, again, these basically come to the same point right here. Here's your double top. Here's your double top neckline, and there's your breakout right there. Let's zoom this out here. Right over here. Here we go. Here's your right here. Again, this doesn't break out. Here's your head. And then right over here, this is your left shoulder, right shoulder. There's your neckline. Doesn't break out too much. Again, sometimes they don't. And then we go right over here. Let's see, ServiceNow. Come on, ServiceNow. Give me another chart pattern. All right, here we go. All right, well, that's enough. Let's move on. Let's keep this moving. Here's another double bottom in case you're looking for those. The neckline breakout right there, and it's done. Okay, let's go right over here to the fundamentals. Okay, right now volume is at 2.79 million, market cap is at 109 billion, and right here, here we go, quarterly, Q4, again, Q4, Q3, and Q2 beat the earnings expectations, and Anthony Booth, hello. Annually though, right here, 2025, beat it for the year, 2024, also equaled it for the year, and then we go over here to 2023, and annual earnings expectations, so beat it and equaled it. So it either beat the expectations or equaled it the last 3 years. Now, how does that compare with the earnings, profits, and revenue? So for example here, revenue, gross profit, and income, and net income all the way down for the last 3 years was very good, except for net income on 2024. Otherwise, yeah, so that this one does correlate pretty good with the earnings expectations. So again, that's service now. Let's go on. This is one I wanted to show you here. For example, if you're into the metals, silver just had its worst month in 15 years. Where was it? Yeah, drop of 19.7%. Actually, it's last time I checked, it was sitting at 74.26. As investors took some of their profits from the big 2025 surge, the price decline, it was the steepest since September 11th. Yeah. But anyway, if you're a silver or gold bug, feel free to put a smiley face in the comments if you want. But I thought what I would do here is I'd actually look up a couple of these silver mining stocks, because as you can see, I wanted to show you the correlation between the escalation and de-escalation about what's going on over in Iran, and how that correlates with the strength of oil and the strength of the dollar, and the metals are priced in dollars, how that correlates with the metals and the mining stocks. Silver, yes, Tree Villager, yo, let's do it. Okay, appreciate that. Okay, let me do this. Top U.S. Silver mining companies. Here we go. We can, let's see. If you have a want, otherwise, let's see. There's Pan American. Also, I can look up Hecla. Yeah, let's look up Pan American. I want to see what they're doing. Pan American right here. Pan American Silver. Dun dun dun. Come on. Maybe I need to refresh. Okay, Pan American Silver. Okay, this is something interesting, because if you spread this right here, look right here. Again, RSI went all the way down to 30, and now it's rebounded. Boom, it's at 50. So they're and look here at the price chart. Again, with the de-escalation, why do I say de-escalation? Because one thing I wanted to point out with this Tree Villager, since you also mentioned silver, here we go. Where's my oil? Dun dun dun. Maybe this. Yeah, no, that's Oracle. Silver, gold. Oh yeah, here's my, okay. So oil prices just plunged below. Again, you can see the headline right behind me. Oil prices just plunged below $100. And what does that do? So for example, West Texas Intermediate dropped 3.5%. And U.S. crude dropped 3.5% to 97.79. Brent dropped 4.8% down to 98.56. Okay, so it's under 100. Now with it under 100, again, oil is tied to the dollar, the petrodollar, and the dollar then basically works inversely with gold and silver sometimes, because when the dollar gets weaker, gold and silver get stronger. And right here, again, you can already see the rebound. When the metals get stronger, so do the miners. That's just one of the reasons. Yes, there's other reasons too. Nation. Yeah. Astropia. Yes. I share your sentiments. For example, right here, let's go on. Let me see if I can pull some. But anyway, I just wanted to show you the correlation there with what's happening with oil, and then what's happening with the dollar, and then what's happening with the metals and the miners. So there's that. And then spread this apart. Here is this right here. Right here. Okay. Here's your head, left shoulder, right shoulder. There's your neckline right there. And Billy's Music, hello. Welcome to the channel where we talk about everything U.S. markets, U.S. headlines. And this is not a sales channel. It's not an investing channel. It's an educational channel. So if there is a ticker or something you want us to look at, feel free to drop it in the comments. I know we can all breathe a sigh of relief. This is, everyone's trying to sell you something, right? Okay, here you go. Oh, here's one. A little bit more. Here we go. Relax this. Open this up. Here, right here is your reverse head. Here's your left shoulder, right shoulder. Here's your neckline, and then bang right there. And right here. Let's see. Again, let's see. They don't always break out, and they're not always easy to see. Use your imagination sometimes. Let's see. Oh, again, here's your, again, double bottom, bottoms out at the same point right there. And then here's your neckline right there, bang. And then right over here, dun, dun, dun. Here's another one. Oh, actually this is a tricky one. This looks more like, if you go like this, yeah, pulls out a little bit right there. And so here is your left shoulder, right shoulder, and there it is. And here's your neckline, done, boom, boom, boom. And then here you go. Yeah, that's Pan American Silver. Anyway, that's enough chart patterns. We can move on. But I really just wanted to show you the correlation right now with oil, the dollar, and the metals. And it's what was it? Gold is also rebounded a little bit. Last time I checked, it was at 4719. Victory beaten. Hello, hello. Interesting name. And again, there it is. There's a little bit of the rebound in the, for example, there's the drop in the oil, rebound with the metals, and rebound with the miner. That's Pan American Silver. Volume is at 1.24 million. Market cap is at 23.5 billion. And let's go here to the earnings quarterly. Dun, dun, dun. As you can see, Q4, Q3, Q2. Actually, Q3 just missed it, but Q4 and Q2 beat it. And dun, 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 2025 beat expectations. So did, 2024 missed it. And 2023 missed it. 2025 was great. Let's see how that compares over here. 2025. Yeah, actually, interestingly enough, even when they had a bad earnings report, right here, 2023, 2024, and 2025, for the revenue, profit, and income, it was all good. Interesting. Now, one thing I wanted to show you before I move on from this, back to the chart. Interesting. Hold on, let me pull this in here. See if I can find the point where is it? Yeah, okay, what was it back in January, right? January, silver and gold both were at their all-time highs. And right here, you can see this. This is, yeah, January right in here, right there. So that's that, just to show you that chart. Okay, now that's Pan American Silver. Let's move on. Another one we could look at, if you want to do another miner, feel free to put it in the comments. But we can also do another miner later on. One thing I'll show you here is also gold. Gold is experiencing a notable rebound up to basically 4719. And again, it's a sharp correction. After a sharp correction in March, the resurgence is fueled by, now you have the dollar going down with the easing rate high expectations and safe haven demand, etc. Just to show you that. And I saw this headline, let's see, several days ago. U.S. brought back $100 million of gold from Venezuela. Let's see, interesting how that works. But yeah, $100 million of gold from Venezuela. Let's see. Boom. The physical gold, actually, yeah. Okay, let's go on. Another one I was going to show you here is the Unilever, a different sector, but here we go. Unilever is 16. Oh wait, before I move on, while we're still talking about oil, I wanted to also, let's see, go back over here to, where is it? Oil, right here. Since we were talking about oil and the metals, I wanted to do one of the oil tickers as well. For example, let's do this one. We can do CVX, we can do Exxon. I was going to do one more as well. So here's CVX, Chevron, just to show you how they're doing right now. And you can see, again, how does this correlate with what's going on? That's why I also wanted to show you this. For example, here, look in the RSI. It was overbought at like 80, 79, 80, and now it already market corrected down to 54 right here, very neutral. And you can see the same thing over in the chart pattern here. There's a correction right there. Bang. It's good. Decisive. Yes, good vibes. Hope you enjoy this stream. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Again, as you can see, as the dollar, as the oil drops down, so does Chevron. Very good. You see the direct correlation there. And let me show you some chart patterns on this one. If I can get this to come out. Bum, 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 bum. Here we go. Here. Again, they're not always easy to see. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, coming down here. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, here's one. This is a little bit easier to see. Basically, these two come down to the same point right here. Here's your double bottom. Here's your neckline right here, and bang, it breaks out right there. And then dun, dun, dun. Oh, there's gotta be, hold on. Let me get you a better one here if I can. They're not, again, not always easy to see. Ah, here's one. I like this. Breaks, come on, right there, yes. Here you go, again, break it down, break it apart, spread it out. Here's your reverse head, left shoulder, right shoulder, here's your neckline, and there. Bum, bum, bum. And here's your, again, here's your double top to, wait. Here's your double top right there. And this is your neckline to bring it down right there. Interesting enough. Let's see. Done. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Yeah, well, that's enough chart parent. I just wanted to show you, basically, I wanted to show you how the oil definitely correlates right now with what's going on. This is CVX. Oh, 1 second. Okay. Mr. Silk, greetings, hello. Vladimir, greetings, welcome. Let's see. Note, Steve, hello. Yeah, if you have a ticker, just drop it in there. This is Chevron. Right now, volume is at 5.98 million. Market cap is at 397.8 billion. And right here, dun, 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 quarterly, Q4, Q3, Q2, beat expectations. And then right here, dun, 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 2025, 2024, and 2023. Okay, 2025 for Chevron for the year beat expectations. 2024, however, missed it. And then 2023 missed it also. So how does that correlate right here? Actually, doesn't correlate very well. Chevron, despite the 2025 good earnings report, had terrible revenue, profit, and income, actually all of the last 3 years. Since we're talking about oil though, I wanted to share this one with you. I saw this one a couple days ago. Where is it? Yeah, Magnolia Oil and Gas right here. If you, the ticker is MGY, Magnolia Oil and Gas. This one though, however, is up 46% in the last 3 months. So this might be interesting for some of you. Greetings everyone who's jumping in and joining. If you're wondering what you just stepped into, this is everything U.S. markets and U.S. headlines. It's an educational channel. So if you have a question about a topic or a ticker, just drop it in the comments. And yeah, relax and enjoy the show. Here we go. Here's Magnolia Oil and Gas. For those of you not familiar with it, engages in the acquisition, development, exploration, and production of oil and natural gas properties. Operates basically parts of South Texas, etc. Also, here again, you can see with this one too. Here we go. Notice the correction right there as oil drops below 100. Bang, look right there in the RSI. And let me give you a couple quick things here with this one. Right here we go. Oh, here's one. Okay, I see it. Spread this out, zoom out a little bit, be creative right here. And here's your reverse head, left shoulder, right. Okay, there's your neckline. Again, not easy to see, but there it is. And then, here we go. Yeah, there's that. And then again, zoom this out a little bit. Here we go. And let's see, Magnolia Oil and Gas. Let me give you another one. Here's another one. Here's your double bottom. Here's your neckline, and then bang, it jumps up right there. And also over here. Dun, dun, dun. right here. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, here we go. Spread this out a little bit. There it is. Aha. Here's the head. Here's the left shoulder. Here's the right shoulder. There's the neckline. Bang. Good. That's just a little bit about Magnolia Oil and Gas. I'm sharing that with you because it's up 46% in the last 3 months and doesn't get a lot of attention, but I thought it might be interesting or useful to some. And let's go over here to the fundamentals. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Right here. Okay. As you can see right now, the trade volume is down a bit. And then going over here, volume is 428,000. Market cap is 5.71 billion. And then right here, earnings. Let's go here to earnings. Dun, dun, dun. Da, da, da. I don't want to. Okay, quarterly Q4 beat the expectations. Q3 missed it. Q2 also missed it. Or Q2 beat it, actually. I'm sorry. Annually, right here, 2025, 2024, 2023. Okay, 2023 and 2023 and 2024 missed the expectations, but 2025 beat the annual earnings expectations on this one. Magnolia, how does it compare? Not very good, actually. On this one, interestingly, the revenue, profit, income was all pretty much, yeah, it was all negative, all bad, all the way down, except for 2024 had good total revenue back here. Again, I'm just showing you that because we were talking about oil and the correlation with the metals and stuff like that. And oil right now plunged below $100, so that's how it's affecting some of the oil stocks as well. Greetings everyone who's joining. Everything U.S. market, U.S. headlines. If you have a question about a ticker, feel free to drop it in the comments. This is an educational channel, so it's not this is not a trading sales channel, anything like that. Another headline to talk about is Unilever. Switching gears here, going to a different in case you're interested in this one. Unilever's $16 billion move shows the shift is happening in consumer products. Basically what Unilever is doing, they're selling most of its food business to McCormick. I thought we'd take a look at this just because it's in the headlines. And right here, that's Unilever. Dun, 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 Unilever right here. For example, where Unilever, yeah, right there. 1 second. Okay, here is Unilever, and they just actually went down quite a bit right here, as you can see. Yeah, and yeah, they're super oversold. Right now it's sitting here at 18, actually on the RSI, 18 down there. And wow, you can see how they, yeah, and all the trade volume because there's price action happening right there. Let me give you some of the, let's see if I can give you this. Here's your double top right here, double top, and here's your neckline right there, and bang, it drops right there. And here we go, another, so that's your double top. To drop it down is what it does. And right here, here's your double bottom, bang. This pushes it up. Again, you double bottom, it comes down to the same level. Tries once, tries twice, and then the buyers take over. And then here's your, again, where they meet in the middle, that's your neckline. Same thing with the double top. The buyers lose momentum, and then the sellers take over, just like that. And then here we go. Let me give you a couple other ones, right? Oh, here's an interesting one. Right here, pull this out a little bit, pull this out right there. And you see this one right here. You can kind of see, here's your left shoulder, here's your right shoulder, here's your head, here's your neckline, bang. And then right here, push this down a little bit, yeah. Right there is your double, here's your double bottom, and then here's your neckline. And then dun, dun, dun. Here's your breakout right there, yeah. Anyway, dun, dun, dun. Oh, here's one. Let me see if I can get this to pull out better. Here is your basically right here. You can see here's your head, and then here's your left. Here's your right. Yeah, there you go. And dun. Okay, that's enough chart patterns there. Let's go on to the fundamentals for Unilever. Okay, and Bobby, greetings. Hello, welcome. For any of you joining, you just jumped into the channel where we talk about everything U.S. markets and U.S. headlines. Some of the headlines we're talking about right now range from oil to gas to Microsoft to Oracle to TSMC and also to Unilever and McCormick. That's this one right here. Volume right now is obviously high, 5.8 million, and market cap is at 121 billion. And right here, right here, here's the annual side for Unilever 2025. Beat expectations 2024. Also beat it 2023. Missed it. Okay, so here we go. Annually, 2025. Oh, it's green all the way down. That's good. Revenue, profit, income was good in 2025. 2024, revenue, profit, income, all of it negative. 2023, however, revenue, profit, income was good except for net income. Net income was negative right there. Again, that's Unilever, and they're selling most of their food business to McCormick. I thought we'd take a look at them too. If there is a ticker that you want to look at, feel free to drop it in the comments, and we'll take a look at that one as well. McCormick and Company. There we go. Mohammed, hello, greetings. Or if there is a mining stock or an oil stock that you want, feel free to share it. Olson, greetings. McCormick, here we go. In case you're wondering, McCormick engages in the manufacturing, marketing, and distribution of spices, seasonings, and other things, and they're buying all the food business from Unilever. Here we go. Right now, again, they're super oversold, sitting right here at about 23, and you can see that reflected right here in right here in the chart pattern right there. And let's see right here. Here we go. Let me zoom this out a little bit right here. It basically looks like it. Yeah. Here. Basically, let's go with this one right here. They don't quite come up to the same point. That's why this looks more like the left shoulder, the right shoulder, and then this looks like more like the head right there. And then right here, for example, let's go right over here. McCormick, here we go. Pull this one out right here. Zoom out, and then right here, here's your head, here's your left, here's your right, and then here's your diagonal neckline right there. Yeah. And then let me pull this back out here. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, over here, you can see another one forming right here. Here's your, again, zoom these out here again. Here is your, you can see some of these patterns jumping out right there. Also right over here, see some of these patterns jumping out. And then, here we go. Oh wait, it's not that. Right there. Yeah, there you go. That's enough on that. Let's go over here to the earnings again. Check these out. Again, U.S. headlines, U.S. news, and then U.S. tickers as well. Breaking them down here. That's right. Here we go. There's more volume right now because there's more price action, as you can see right there. And right here, let's see. Volume is at 2.13 million. Market cap is at 13.5 billion. And earnings right here. Matt Dixon, greetings, hello. Blind Strike, welcome to the channel, JP. And then, okay, quarterly from McCormick right here at Q4. Missed it. Q3 beat it, and Q2 also beat it. Annually right here, 2025 missed it. 2024 beat it. 2023 also beat the expectations. So 2023 and 2024 for McCormick beat the annual earnings expectations. And let's see how that correlates with revenues, profits, and revenues and income right here. Actually, interestingly enough, 2023, their 2023 had good earnings and beat the expectations, but 2023 had negative net income. Yeah, interestingly enough. But 2024 and 2025, revenue, profit, income, net income was good all the way down. Even in 2023, the revenue, the profit, income was good, interestingly enough. So that's McCormick, because they're buying all of Unilever's food business. Another one that you guys might be interested in is Delta. Why am I talking about Delta? Because Delta is in the news because they're actually going into partnership with Amazon Leo. Leo means low Earth orbit, because they're going to use them for their Wi-Fi streaming in their flights. SSB, greetings and welcome. Welcome. Good stuff. Let me know if you have a ticker that you want me to look at, or if you just want to enjoy the show, that's okay too. Welcome back. Here we go. Yeah, Delta signed an agreement with Amazon's Leo for in-flight Wi-Fi. Will be available on 500 aircraft right here, and starting in 2028. It's great. Good overall. Thanks for asking. And it's the Amazon Leo. It's the Delta will start with the domestic-focused narrow-body planes from Boeing and Airbus. The airline also uses Viasat for in-flight Wi-Fi. There's that. Okay, let's take a look at them. Delta. Oh, I was going to show you this one too. Another reason why I was looking at some of the airlines was because just what was it yesterday? Not Delta. Oh, JetBlue. For those of you who might be doing some traveling or something, JetBlue announced that they're raising their checked bag fees, $4 off peak and $9 during peak, because of the increase in fuel prices as well. So the oil prices are affecting everything. JetBlue's increasing their prices. And I think I saw, what was it? It was either USPS or FedEx was increasing their rates because of distribution services costs went up because of the oil. So it's affecting a lot of different areas. In this case, I'm looking at Delta not because of their fuel prices, but because of their partnership with Amazon Leo for in-flight Wi-Fi. So here we go, Delta Airlines. Here we go. Yeah. Notice right here, the RSI is sitting here at 56, 57 right there. And it's actually just rebounding. And you can see that right here in the price chart. One thing I wanted to show you was, let's see, here we go. Yeah, here's your head, left shoulder, right shoulder, neckline, And then if we zoom this in, zoom this out, we can see different ones too. Voila. Okay. Oh, here's your one. For example, what makes this one jump up? Here's your double bottom, and then here's your neckline right here. Bang. So you notice it comes down to the same place right there, and then there's your neckline jumping out right there. And then here we go. For example, there's that, and then right here, for example, is, oh, here's one. Let me see if I can get this one to jump out. Here's your reverse head right here. And then if I bring this down, here's your left shoulder, your right shoulder, there's your neckline. And then if I pull, yeah, right here, yeah. So there's your reverse head and shoulders to push that chart up there. And then here we go. Got it right here. Oh, here's another one. Oh, this is interesting because you have them back to back. Here, let me show you this one first. Here's your, pull this one up right here. Yes, here's that. Here's the head, and then there's the left shoulder, the right shoulder, there's your neckline. And then here we go. Pull this one down right here and zoom this one out. Yeah, you can see this one here. this one here, and then right over here. Pull this down right here. Yes. Hold on, right here it is. There's your neckline right there. Anyway, just a couple patterns to get you going. This is Delta. Delta right now, volume is at 2.87 million. Let me pull this over here. Dun, dun, dun. Right here. And right now, let me show you that. Yeah, there is more again. You see the trading volume right there. Market cap is at 43.4 billion right there. And then going down here to the earnings. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, quarterly Q4, Q3, and Q2 beat the expectations annually. 2025, 2025 did just beat it. 2024 also beat it. 2023, okay. So for Delta, the last 3 years beat the expectations on the earnings. And then right here, how does that correlate with the profits annually? Right here, 2023, revenue, profit, income, all beat it all the way down. 2024 actually had good revenue and profit, but net income and operating income were negative. 2025 revenue was good, net income was good, but profit and operating income were both negative. So there you go on that. Hopefully that's interesting or helpful to somebody. If it is, let me know. If you have a different company that you want looked at, just put it in the comments. Again, this is an educational channel, so yeah, we're here to provide you with the news, the headlines, and also break them down as well. Again, Delta's in the news. Let's also look at TSMC because they're as well. Taiwan Semiconductor. What are they doing? Taiwan Semiconductor is planning a 3-nanometer chip production launch in Japan in 2028. Yeah, Taiwan Semiconductor jumping into Japan in 2028. Thought we'd take a look at them. Three-nanometer chip production launch in Japan. Here we go. So TSMC, if you're into the tech stocks, TSMC, NVDA, let me know. Put it in the comments if that's interesting to you. TSMC. Here we go. TSM. Okay, so right here at the moment, here we go. Basically, almost consolidating, pretty neutral right there. And Dingo Banaga. Hello, hello, Dingo. Dingolo. Yes, very good. So yeah, welcome, welcome. And let's see. I subscribed. Harish, greetings. Yes, India. Hello. Let me know. Whereabouts in India are you? Interesting. Thanks for saying hello. If you have a curiosity about a certain ticker or something, just drop it in the comments. This is an educational channel again. If you have something that you want to look at, feel free to drop it there. And again, here's your consolidation pattern in your MACD. Bangalore, greetings, greetings. The tech hub of India, right? Isn't that right? I think you have many. Let's see. Okay, I think you have many foreign companies in Bangalore because I've heard all about it. Okay. Thanks for saying hello. Let's take a look here. Thank you very much, Dingolo, for the likes. Appreciate that. Good vibes. Good vibes. Again, I'm not the algorithm engineer expert here, but I've heard that stuff really does help the channel. So thanks for the likes and the shares. And Harish Kumar, yes, Bangalore. Let me give you. Let's see. Here's your BTC. Actually, hold on one second. You want to look at Bitcoin. Actually, Harish Kumar, I'm just about to jump off here, but if you come on the same time tomorrow, I'll definitely give you a breakdown of BTC, okay? Also, if you want something right now, you can also contact me offline if you want, but come on the stream tomorrow and I'll, at the same time, and I'll look here at the BTC for you right here. Yeah, but thanks for jumping on. But yeah, there's if you want to contact me, that's how you do it. Otherwise, BTC will be the same time tomorrow. Just say hello tomorrow and I'll get it for you, okay? Thanks, Harish, and good vibes. All right.